We want to invite up on stage our friend Jeff Diefenbach from MIT, who has the results, or the preliminary results, of our on-site research. Drum roll for, okay.
I have to say, I tried very hard to get the data out of him, right? On the way, I'm like, just give me a little hint, right?
I have no idea.
Right? Not a word. I have no idea what their findings are.
So Elliot came up with the great idea, Neuro-Complexity, and that was subterfuge for neurosynchronicity. We were looking at how groups working together have their physiology start to synchronize around measures. We were using a couple of devices. One is this headset, which I won't put on.
I will.
Elliot will put it on for me. This is from Muse. It's a consumer device that you can do. It measures electrical activity in the brain, and specifically we can measure attention.
I actually do have one at my office, and I will every now and then put it on during a webinar to sort of see whether it should continue or not during the process.
To watch your neurotransmitters shut down.
Right. We used that last year. This year we added a device. It's a little bit challenging to see here, but it's a wristband or armband that's measuring pulse. And this is a fitness device, so it's not a big deal, but the back end is from Immersion Neuroscience, and what they do is throw a lot of analytics at this to be able to judge something called immersion, which is the combination of attention and emotion. I want to thank my colleague Jacob Catchmagic here. He's an actual scientist from MIT. I just play one on stage, it turns out. We played a game called Sheep, which is a variant of Family Feud created by a guy named Adam Freed, who's a high school math teacher. He teaches with my son at Brookline High School in Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. We had 20 individuals and 16 groups go through this experiment, 78 total people. The participants averaged a level of 45.8, and their levels ranged from 24 to 66. 2/3 of them were female, and from that I'm not going to speculate a single thing. 96% had English as their first language, 70 from North America, 4 from Europe, 4 from Asia, and 1 from Africa. Interestingly, one person said they were from both North America and Asia, and I'm interested to find out how that happened. Yeah. So the groups reported that they perform well together. Last year we found that time mattered, time of day mattered. This year, no. Groups scored better than individuals, so we had individuals playing the game and groups scored better. The top 13 out of the top 20 were groups. Only 4 individuals made it into the top 20. Individuals did better the longer they took, and that's actually on the second chart, so if we could get to the second chart. So the blue line going up means individuals did better the longer they took. The yellow line going down means that the groups did worse the longer they took.
Is that you think? I know you don't want to do spec, but the process may have been a challenge for them. Yeah.
Exactly. So we captured a lot of data about time that they were taking, how they felt about the exercise. So really interesting dynamics. We're going to flesh this all out in a detailed report.
And Maisie points, are they good for anything, or are they're just Maisie points?
I apologize. We don't have a weekend in New York or a gift card that we can give away. But I am going to announce the winners of our contest. So by the way, the groups that scored better had slightly better immersion, that is attention plus emotion, and slightly less frustration. And we're going to dig in with Immersion Neuroscience to really figure out what that meant. So drum roll, top 5 groups. The Tuesday early afternoon session with me, 134 points. 152 was the max. The Tuesday early morning session with Jacob was 136 points in 4th place. 3rd place, Tuesday late afternoon with me, 137. Tuesday late afternoon with me was 138. And Monday late afternoon with me was 139. So if you were in the Monday late afternoon group, you guys won. The top individual was also in that group. They were blue, so they were second from the door, and they had 124 points. So they came in 14th overall. So here was the finding that really surprised us. Again, there's no real statistical significance to this yet, but 4 of the top 5 groups and the top 5 individual scores came from the cold room. So everybody asked, coming into the cold room, which was my room, is this part of the experiment? And it wasn't. But what we find out is that science is what happens when you're testing other things.